Hello, and welcome to finding the volume of prisms. Today we are going to find the volume of prisms using the same steps that we use whenever we have to use a formula. The formula that we are going to use for prisms is volume equals the area of the base times the height. This is one of the few times where you will see a capital letter, and the capital letter represents the area of the base, not just the word base that you are normally used to using for triangles and trapezoids. So the first thing we do is we write the formula as I did here. Second, you plug in. Now, for number one, your base is a rectangle. So I'll replace this formula with the volume is equal to length times width times height, which is the formula that you are probably used to when it comes to rectangular prisms. And then we plug in. The volume is equal to the length in this problem is 3, the width in this problem is 10, and the height in this problem is 8. Now, since these are all multiplication, I am allowed to just multiply. But because I want to show each step, I will do the order of operations. Volume is equal. Multiplication is first. 3 times 10 is 30. And inches times inches is inches squared. Then I copy everything down that I did not use, 8 inches. Then I continue to multiply. 3 times 8 is 24. Volume is equal to 240. You put the 0 back in. Inches squared, there are 2 of them because it's squared, times inches gives us the final answer of inches cubed. Problem number 2 is a new shape for us, which is a triangular prism. I know it's a triangular prism because the sides of a prism are always rectangles. Number 1, they were all rectangles. It's a rectangular prism. For number 2, the sides that are not rectangles, the bases, the top and bottom, are triangles. So it is a triangular prism. I write my formula, area is equal to the volume is equal to the area of the base times the height. And the area of the base in this case is a triangle. I will replace the area of the base with the triangle formula. Whenever I plug in for the triangle formula, I will say of the triangle so that you understand what I'm doing. When you do it, you should be thorough and think in complete sentences. So I wrote the formula. I wrote the formula again, the more advanced formula, and then I plug in. The volume is equal to 1/2 is 1/2. Base of the triangle is, now the base and height must make a right angle. So on the triangle on top, you can see, here's the right angle mark, and the base is 3 meters. The height of the triangle is the 2 meters. And then the height of the prism, and now you'll notice I color-coded these to make this be more obvious. The height of the prism is the distance between the bases. That is 8 meters. Then I solve using the order of operations, but again, if it's all multiplication, I can just do 1/2 of 2, which is 1. 1 times 3 is 3, and 3 times 8 is 24. If it's all multiplication, you are allowed to multiply in any order you want. So the volume is equal to 24, and meters times meters times meters, when you multiply it by itself 3 times, is meters cubed. The last problem is a pentagon prism. I know this because I can see all the rectangles, and the spaces, the front and back here, are the only 2 that are not rectangles, and they are pentagons. So we write the formula. Volume is equal to the area of the base times height. Now in this kind of problem, we do not know how to find the area of a pentagon. We have not learned that yet. In these kinds of problems, they will tell us. You look at the problem, it says the pentagon is equal to 22 centimeters squared. That's the area. That is what I plug in for the area of the base. If it's a shape that we have not learned, it will be given to you. So step 1, we wrote the formula. Step 2, plug in. Volume is equal, well, the area of the base is 22 centimeters squared, and the height of the prism, again, is a distance between the bases. So even though the 9 is not how tall this shape is right now, it's still considered the height because it is the distance between the bases, 9 centimeters. And third, we solve using the order of operations. Volume is equal to 22 times 9 is 198 centimeters squared times centimeters means there are 3 of them, and we get centimeters cubed. Thank you.